Happy Halloween! Good morning! You little devil, you.
My sweet angel. I think somebody mixed up our costumes.
No, I don't. I don't think so at all. I think it's absolutely appropriate.
Do you, Lou?
Yes, I do. Does that hurt? Growing those things out of your head?
Like this?
Yes.
Doesn't hurt a bit.
No? It doesn't hurt?
No.
I wonder if I could cut one off and if it would hurt you or not.
I waited too long.
You waited too long?
Yesterday. I waited until 7 o'clock last night to go and try to find.
Oh,
I forgot my spear. I'll get it for the second banter. I have a little spear too.
You got a little tie on? That's lovely.
So I had to go to 3 different places to find these horns.
You look like a pimp.
Well, they belong in hell.
Yes,
so there you go.
Don't they? Don't they though?
Excuse me, it's a little smoky in here. I quit smoking. How did that happen? Oh, I know why. Because cannabis is now legal. Look at that.
Yeah.
Magically it appears.
Look at it. Isn't that cute?
It's got sequins.
Yeah, don't touch me with it because it'll burn.
I'll deflate you.
Yeah. Yeah.
I had to go to 3 different places to get pieces together.
Well, yeah, hun, it's like the day before.
But I went to Spirit Halloween at the end. Mm-hmm. There's still a lot of stuff in that store, and everything goes to 50% as of tomorrow.
And where is it? Spirit store?
It's in what's the East End? Mall.
Market Mall.
No, East End, that's West End. Wellington Square Mall.
Wellington Square Mall.
Yeah, it's in there.
Because they move around a bit.
It's the old Toontown. No, it's not the old Toontown. It's further down now. It's the old Apple Tree or something like that. Anyway, there's a lot of stuff in there. So if you want to buy Halloween stuff for next year, it goes on sale tomorrow, 50% off. And
you could look like us.
Value Village has a lot of stuff too.
Yes. Yeah, my girlfriend got an outfit from Value Village.
That's all they had for devils at Value Village.
Is that right?
Yeah.
That's enough.
Anyway.
You're devilish enough. You don't need too much of a costume.
So, there it is.
Yes, this is it. Candy corn.
Okay, so in case you missed the show yesterday, I thought the candy corn and caramel corn were the same thing. I had no idea that candy corn was its own entity.
He's never had...
Never.
I think you're lying.
I've never had that stuff.
Really?
I mean, no. And it doesn't even look... So is it supposed to look like kernels of corn?
Yes.
So they're jumbo... Oh, now I get it.
Right?
Okay, so they're jumbo corn kernels.
What we used to do is stick them under our lips.
You to make fangs?
Yeah. Right? See? They work.
That's beautiful.
And then you just eat them.
Okay.
So we have to try one.
I'm just going to try one. Okay, here we go.
They're so sweet. Look at us. We're like, doesn't he like it? A different texture, right? Like marzipan.
Okay, but it's kind of like also those little bananas.
Kind of. A bit harder.
Candy banana. Harder?
Yeah, a bit harder.
Wait, I'll try again. Oh, shoot!
Yeah, well, it's all right.
Where'd that go?
The mouse will get that one. Here.
Okay. Or that or it'll fall down my pants and pop. Because it's so hot down there.
Yeah, because of that.
Okay. Pardon me, I had dinner at Taco Bell last night. That's our smoke machine. Okay, that's just sugar and it doesn't taste like anything but sugar.
Isn't it awesome
though? Is there a flavor
though?
to it? Is this...
No, just sugar.
Is there supposed to be a flavor?
No, it's just sugar.
Okay, well, that's...
But like, is it like you've never seen these? Come on, you must have seen these.
I don't, like, you know when you go buy your 5-cent candy?
Yes.
I don't remember those being there.
No, because they only come out at Halloween. No, it's not dumb.
Well,
only certain things like candy canes come out at Christmas, right?
That's true. You got
right?
me there.
Yes.
Yeah, you're thinking.
I know.
I think that halo gave you extra
Yes, as if there was enough room in my head for more brain matter. We have some Halloween safety tips.
Really? Mm-hmm. Don't smoke.
Never smoke, because it's like I'm watching you talk and the smoke's going, it goes in your mouth or in your nose and...
Mike's...
Oh! Yeah, right?
It's coming out of you. Luann! Wait, let's do it.
If I get lung cancer, Michael...
No, this is water-based, isn't it?
Yes. Yeah, it's all water-based.
Do you have anything you want to talk about? What?
But safety for the kids.
That's a good idea.
This I didn't realize, actually, and I have 3 children who are grown now, but But at the time, I had no idea. Kids who are under 9 should be accompanied by an adult.
Well, it's nighttime and they're walking on the streets.
Right. Mine were like 14, 15, and I was still like following them in the
you
park.
still went with them when they were,
yeah.
you're
They
a
loved
good
it.
mother.
They were just tickled with me. Absolutely.
Oh, they hated it. Did you have to? Well, you should have laid back a little.
Well, I did.
Like an undercover.
Yeah. And then when they were about 20 and they were going out, because, it's Espanola, what else are they going to do? I would do the same thing except turn the headlights off and just skulk.
Oh, that's safe.
Right. I plucked off a couple of kids. Just
Honestly,
2.
between your mother parallel parking and ending up on the hospital sidewalk, and you driving around on Halloween night with your headlights off, I don't think Espanola is a safe place to be when you guys are on the road.
No, well, I don't live there anymore, so it's safe. And my mom doesn't drive anymore, so you're good.
Okay, thanks.
It's all good, yeah. You have to teach your kid.
Okay, anyway.
I bet you were. You have to teach your kid to stop at the curb and look both ways. That's kind of a basic.
But you teach your kids
But you know what?
3.
Yeah, but they're, they get excited.
That's
So
true.
don't forget. And then you have to wear, probably face paint is better than a mask. Because it
masks are
obscures.
terrible. They say kids, you'd suffocate. No, don't wear a
I feel like
mask.
this is drilling into my head.
And your vision,
Ow.
and your vision is impaired by a mask.
Yes.
Because you really have to turn your head, because you have no peripheral when you wear a mask.
And they say don't run out in the middle of the street. Always go to the crosswalk, go to the corner.
Because what you gotta also remember is that kids aren't the only ones out at Halloween.
Yes.
Some people are out.
Yes.
Adult.
And some older kids, I had a kid, seriously, 6'2", one year. And I said, what are you? And he said, a student. And I went, oh, here's a bag of chips.
Yeah, be careful on the streets for sure.
Always walk on the sidewalks when you're going from house to house.
Yeah.
And if there's no sidewalk, face the traffic.
Oh, now that one gets me. I don't know how many people, adults included, and this is year-round in Sault Ste. Marie, walking with their backs to
Yes.
It's one of the first things you learned from Elmer the safety. Was it Elmer?
Elmer the safety elephant. Yes.
Or was it Elmer the glue?
He was my cousin. You know the 36 cousins from Espanola?
Your
Elmer.
cousin was an elephant?
Yeah. Hence.
Okay, there's the final piece of the She's always talking about her thick ankles. Now we know why.
Me and the cankle.
So wait a second, though. Yes, always walk facing traffic.
You know what freaks me out? When people who are like joggers, runners, and you can tell because they got the gear on.
And they're
serious. And they're not running against the traffic. They're running with the traffic.
Reflective things.
It's like, people, you're going to get plucked off again.
Another good idea is to find some reflective something to put on your costume somewhere.
Yeah.
Right?
And for drivers, drive slowly.
Please.
It's watch out for kids.
Yeah.
Reduce distractions like cell phones or loud music. Stay alert.
Stay alert.
Kids should wear costumes with bright fabrics, as you were saying, and reflective material.
Oh, good for me.
And always trick or treat in familiar areas.
Familiar areas.
Yeah, don't go to the haunted house that everybody's telling you is awesome, because it's not.
What? Now, hang on, though. But unless your parents want to take you to a certain neighborhood, like, pardon me, candy corn gave me gas. There's corn. I don't remember eating corn. It's a terrible joke. I can't even believe I just did that punchline. I'll tell you later. Anyway, it's a Carol Channing story. Yes. What was I saying?
I don't know. I never listened to
I had a little gas and I was talking about, what was the last thing you said? Oh no, like on our street, there's people who do a haunted maze.
Yes.
And then Keith would do, like, it's not this year, don't come this year because I'm going to be at the Greyhound game and singing the national anthems tonight.
Ooh.
And then I'm going to be at the Greyhound game, so I won't be home to hand out candy. So I'm sorry kids, not this year, but just go down the street, there's a lady down the corner, lots of stuff. Anyway, people would drive to our neighborhood just for that. That's cool. Like,
yeah, absolutely.
But when you're walking, though,
don't be wandering around.
Don't go far away.
Well, and you know what? You get carried away because, like, if you're going with a whole bunch of kids and you're like 10, now you're invincible, and your pillowcase is full, you run home, you dump it, you want to refill it, so now you're going to places you don't even know. Don't do that.
Don't do that. And you know what? I like the idea of what we did when we were kids. We talked about this. Go one direction, past, like away from your house, then walk back. So you go on one side of the street, then come back on the other side of the street, then go home. Drop your candies off, check in with mom and dad, and say, now we're going to go this way.
Yeah.
Oh, look at the trick-or-treaters.
And you know what? That's not just in Sault Ste. Marie. I did that in Espanola too, you know.
Oh, no, that's a thing. But it's a good plan because then you're checking in.
Absolutely.
Partway home. Ooh, there's a haunted house.
Did you have a neighborhood haunted house when you were a kid?
Like a haunted?
Like a house that really, truly looked haunted? There's one on my street.
Yeah, I lived in it. No.
There's one on my street. My kids and I say,
Is it
the
vacant?
haunted. No,
Oh,
apparently not. But we never really see people.
really?
We see things in the yard
You should
move.
call the people from either Ghost or from the Sault Ste. Marie haunted, whatever. Haunted
Yes.
Sault Ste. Marie. Have them come investigate. We only have 1 minute
Scary,
left. Gosh,
yes.
We're talking about a lot of stuff.
We are. So who's coming on the show today?
Well, there's nobody coming on the show today.
Okay.
I have recorded.
We'll be here all day.
I have recorded interviews, and the first one is from Entomica. We thought creepy crawly.
Bugs.
Yeah, we thought creepy crawly would be a good thing to. Bugs. We thought creepy crawly would be a good thing to
this
have
guy.
on the show. Entomica, of course, is in the Mill Market. They're open for the winter, but they need a new roof. So they're
Oh.
doing some fundraising, and so we just
Awesome.
wanted to promote them because they're such a cool thing to have. in
Yeah,
our city.
kids love it.
Yeah, and tourists
He
love
loves
it.
it.
I love it. So they there's a recorded interview where they came in and they brought some bugs with them again. So I could this you'll see. Yeah, you hid in the other room.
No, I went to the other room.
And then also in the second half of the show, it's about we have a dental hygienist coming in that came in to talk about
Oh, right.
how to combat this stuff.
Rotting teeth.
Rotting teeth and some tips for families about.
All you have to do is if your teeth start to rot, just do this.
And you say, we'll be right back with our first interview with Entomica. Don't
Stay
go
tuned.
anywhere.
Mornings with Luann and Tim.
Ooh.
You're seeing things running through your head. Who can you call? An invisible man sleeping in your bed. Oh, who you gonna call? Seeing things running through your head. Who can you call? An invisible man sleeping in your bed. Oh, who you gonna call?
I'm just getting a candy corn out of my teeth. Candy corn is the number 2 candy. I was looking at Halloween trivia. Candy corn is the number 2 candy, most popular. Number 1 is chocolate.
Chocolate,
And here, how did I
chocolate.
send here again? Survived all these years with not even knowing what it was,
I
and
can't
it's the
even
number
imagine.
2 popular candy.
You are so out of the loop.
I am, Luann.
I thought you had your thumb on the pulse of.
I was. Can I tell you a little more Halloween trivia?
Sure,
Okay,
absolutely.
hallow. What does hallow mean, Luann?
Hallow is moon,
No, think of it. Our Father who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name.
spiritual,
Holy person. Hallow is a saint or a holy person. Halloween, All Hallows Eve, right? That's what Halloween means. All
Yeah.
Hallows Eve, the evening of the saints. And
The saints? Really?
Yes.
Because it's so many people call it Devil's Night.
That's the night before.
It's the night before. Devil's Night is October the 30th. Is Devil's Night.
Ah, gotcha.
That's when, yeah. And okay, the trick or treat. Do you know where the expression trick or treat originated?
Nope.
In Canada.
Oh,
Imagine that.
we're so awesome.
Trick or treat. It was first used in the Herald in Lethbridge, Alberta in 1927 in an article. Pretty cool, hey?
You know what? When I was a kid, I always said trick or treat, and I never really realized what that meant.
Give me a
get-
candy or I'm going to trick you.
Right. And then you hear about the eggs on people's windows and stuff. That's not very nice. Don't do that.
Don't egg. You know what? Somebody
That's
egged my house
horrible.
once. It's so hard to get off.
It's terrible to get
It
off.
really is.
You're
Yeah.
going to be Justin Bieber. You're going to pay. Remember? He egged one of his.
He did.
And he paid big bucks.
Halloween is based on a Celtic harvest festival called Samhain.
Samhain.
Samhain, and it's a pagan festival, and they combine the pagan and the Christian, in case there are people who converted.
Pagan. Christian.
In which 2 countries was guising most popular? Dressing up and
Oh,
going door to
disguising.
door.
I would say U.S.
Ireland and Scotland.
Oh, really?
They've been doing it since the 16th century.
Wow.
And there's this other thing called souling. That's been going on since the 15th century.
That
and
sounds
with
scary.
souling, you go door to door and you sing for soul cakes. Soul cakes are small round cakes that are baked to commemorate the dead.
Ew.
And you go, and they didn't dress up though to sing for soul
So
cakes.
it's like caroling,
So it's almost like
except-
a combination of guising and souling to get to go to door to door
And like
dressed
caroling
up.
at Christmas time.
Right
But
on.
you get cake.
And the original jack-o'-lanterns were not pumpkins; they were turnips.
Wow, that would be
Turnips.
hard.
And Jack O'Lantern, he was a folkloric character in Irish, and he tricked the devil to stay out of hell, and then he wasn't allowed into heaven. So now he roams the earth in misery with his lantern made of a rutabaga or a turnip, and inside it, glowing, is the coals of hell.
I saw him in my neighborhood this morning.
Did you?
Yeah, when I
That was just your reflection waking up in the morning. It's like, I'm kidding, my little angel.
I know you are, you little devil.
News is next.
News is next, so please stay with us on Mornings with Luann and Tim.
bed.
Ooh, Halloween and things that are creepy and crawly. Hi. Now, I wasn't talking about you two. This is Michael Odom. You might remember Michael from when we did On Point together. One of my first episodes was a half hour with you down in Entomica.
Yes, it was, Tim.
I had a very memorable time, Michael. And Corrine Wilkerson on the board of directors of Entomica. Welcome to ONNtv.
Thanks for having us.
You're well. It's a pleasure to have you here. So, Entomica is funded generally how? Where does the funding come from for Entomica?
Most of our funding comes from donations from the public and different events we do with schools and organizations in town, science festivals.
And some of the outreach that you do is you're very sort of many generations. You go from kids, little kids, all the way up to seniors, right? Mm-hmm.
Yes.
And right now the focus is we're going to talk about today about a lot what you're doing with the seniors, correct?
Yeah.
So tell me about the programs that you run for seniors.
So the program we're running right now, Tim, we recently just completed a program where we went into every senior's home in Sault Ste. Marie to do some different events. One of them was a butterfly release program.
Butterfly release.
Yeah, so we would bring them different pupae that would grow and metamorphosize.
I like when you use those. Come on, when you use those words, pupae metamorphosize.
Yeah.
I love it. Okay.
And then they'd get to watch them come out as butterflies, and they can release them.
So the pupae are when they're in the little cocoons?
Those are like their little larval
When they're
form.
like when they're actually like caterpillars, but they're not caterpillars.
No, the pupae, yeah.
They're what he said.
Is that right?
Yes.
Why are you looking at her? Yeah. Oh, because you're a biology kind of person.
Yeah,
you're
she's
not
the
just
expert.
You're not just on the board. You actually know bugs.
Well, I am a biologist. I'm not an entomologist.
Okay. But she knows a lot of stuff.
She does. She knows a lot, Tim.
Where are you from?
I'm actually from Sherwood Park, Alberta.
Wow.
Originally.
What brought you all the way across the country to little old Sault Ste. Marie?
Oh, Sault Ste. Marie. My partner is from Sault Ste. Marie.
You mean the doctor? The doctor from down the line?
Down the line, yes.
Yeah. Who's involved in theater?
Yes, he is involved
We're
in
airing
theater.
this after the
Yes.
fact, but I really hope they had a great time doing the Rocky Horror Picture Show.
Yes. I hope everyone that came had a blast.
Okay, so anyway, we're talking about the butterflies, the pupae,
Yep.
and then they become
Butterflies. Or moths.
butterflies.
And yes, that's one program we did.
So you bring them into the nursing home when they're just like the larvae.
Yeah.
How long does it take for them to become from larvae to from pupae? From what is it?
Depends on the species, but normally just a few days.
That's it.
Yep. Yeah, well, we try and get them in like a late stage of
you
growth,
have
so
to
they're not
time it
sitting and
all
waiting
out.
for weeks and months.
Right.
Got to time it a little bit, so they're right before.
So the seniors can come and they can look in this. What are they in? Like an aquarium?
They call it a butterfly net. It's just like a collapsible, expandable net that they'll stay in. And
Well,
then
you
they
know
can-
what? I did see that. My
Did you?
mother's at Mapleview, and I saw that in the lobby. You had that there.
Yeah.
And they watched all the things becoming butterflies.
Yeah, that's the idea.
But then there's a release.
Well, then typically,
remember
yeah,
that part.
we let them
You let them-
live outside for a little while.
Go. Because how long do they? They don't live long, do they?
Most of them do not live more than a few days, a week or two at most.
Did you know that a butterfly dies that fast? It's a beautiful but fast existence.
Yeah,
for
that
a
last
butterfly.
life stage is pretty quick.
How,
That's true for many insects.
Many insects. That's it. That once they're hatched or whatever, they're just like, see ya.
Once they get their wings, they don't often live all that long.
What kills them?
Fortunately.
Other animals?
Well, no, it's a natural life cycle. at that
that's
point.
it?
I mean, other animals kill them too, sure.
Short lifespan.
They just have a
There's
short
lot of
lifespan.
predators. Yeah.
So beautiful to live so short. So you did all 7 nursing homes in the zoo.
Well, I believe there's 8 nursing homes.
are there?
There's one we haven't yet been to for butterfly framing, which is another activity we've been doing where the seniors can make their own beautiful butterfly frames.
Oh,
I don't know if you've seen some of those.
No, I have not.
Okay.
So
they've made some really beautiful pieces of art.
I did ask you before the interview when you said butterfly flaming. It's like they don't have to kill the butterflies themselves.
No.
It's just
No.
picturing
No
a whole
murder
bunch
involved.
of seniors. There, I'm fine. And no, so you bring them butterflies that have passed.
Yeah, and they can pick out whatever they like to use for materials and
And they
put it
can-
together.
And frame it.
They put them in a nice little frame with a nice backdrop that they pick out, and then just glue the
And they get to
butterfly
keep
on.
them?
They get to
Yeah.
keep them. This is provided at no cost to the seniors' homes.
How do you do it at no cost? Because we're going to help you by raising money.
You got it, Tim. That's the hope.
That's right.
That's why they're here, everybody, because they want to tell us about how we can help them raise money so they can do all these great things. The school programs are probably funded a little more than the seniors programs, are they? Are you constantly searching for funding?
The schools actually pay us to do the programming. So
well, they should.
Schools have a little money to be able to cover some of our costs for the educational.
But the
programming.
nursing homes don't have money.
They don't have. Yeah, they don't have much money. No.
And the seniors love these kinds of things.
They do love
So how
them.
can we help?
We're just trying to make some money so we can kind of expand this program and its reach. And maybe get some homes even outside of Sault Ste. Marie. So we've been
Oh,
to.
you were talking about that, actually going outside the Algoma district even.
Yes, so we started a fundraiser program on a site called Fundraiser, and
we have
so it's a crowdfunding campaign.
We have a bottom third to put up
Yeah.
there that gives them the website that they can go to.
So specifically to raise money for this Science for Seniors program.
Science for Seniors,
Yeah.
that's what you're calling it?
Yeah.
Science for Seniors program?
And the hope is that we can do more visits in Sault Ste. Marie at the seniors home, as well as expanding the program outside of the city.
Okay.
And so visiting more seniors homes in the Algoma region.
So Algoma Manor.
Yeah,
in
Algoma
Thessalon,
Manor, in Thessalon, if we could get into a drop-in center.
down your end of town.
On St. Joe Island and Bruce Mines and even to Blind River, Wawa.
Sure.
And I mean, depending on what we're able to fundraise, if we can go outside the Algoma region as well.
And I had
Fantastic.
I kind of had a brilliant idea, because if you have something, let's say you are in Thessalon and you want to help bring Entomica to the manor. So what you could do is, let's say you have a business or something, and you say, hey, you know what? I will sponsor the cost of bringing Entomica to town, which is basically gas. And if you had to spend a night, let's say you're going to Hornpain or something, you had to spend a night, we'll actually get them accommodation and we'll take care of that, and that'll be our sponsorship, and then you guys would cover the cost of going into the nursing home, right?
Yeah, it could be. I mean, that's what the hope and aim is of this program, is to raise money to be able to cover some of those costs.
Okay.
Absolutely.
We're going to take a commercial break. We're going to do a two-parter with you guys because it is a Halloween episode and there are bugs involved, and you did bring some friends for me to meet, didn't you?
Yes, we did.
So
did.
we're going to show you some of the creatures that maybe even, would you bring these kinds of things to seniors' homes too?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yes.
Brilliant. Okay, when we come back, we're going to show you some of the beautiful and wonderful and bizarre creatures that they work with in Entomica. All right, so stay with us. We'll be back with more Mornings with Luann and Tim.
Did the Monster Mash.
The Monster Mash.
It was a graveyard smash.
He did the mash.
It caught on in a flash.
He did the mash.
He did the Monster Mash. Hello. We're back with Michael Odom and Corinne Wilkerson from Entomica. And you brought friends.
We brought you some friends, Tim.
Now-
I remembered how much you liked them last time. So.
Before we go on, we
Yes.
just want to clear something up that I said in the last segment, and that is, as much as you would like to provide free programming to seniors, if you
Yep.
were there, you can only do that with if you have enough,
Yeah, that's true of all our programming.
Yeah.
If we ever get like
If you've got the
regular
money there,
city
you'd love to do
funding
it
or
for
a big
free.
grant, we'd love to do this for free.
But sometimes there may be a cost involved.
Yep.
I mean, you'll do your best. And you
Yes.
can actually bring the butterfly. You bring a walk-in butterfly. What do you call that part?
Well, you could call it a butterfly tent. It's kind
Did
of
we
a,
talk about that? We
it's a seasonal setup we have,
talked
but
about it,
something
yeah.
we've brought before is a big tent full of
Like
butterflies.
a 10 by
Seniors
10 tent, and it's full of like sometimes up to 100 butterflies.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the seniors can walk in or roll in and just sit, and the butterflies land on them and fly around them.
Yeah, we had it at A&W earlier this year. And,
Oh, did you?
Anyone that came by could walk on in.
That's another one that's very timely though, because you got to time that out just right. Because as you say, they don't live that long, so you've got to have that the pupae and the larvae ready to go. So that, how am I doing with the lingo?
You're doing very,
Very
good,
good.
Tim.
Okay, so this guy reminds me, I remember seeing him before. This is an Atlas rhinoceros beetle.
Yeah.
So called because of his tusks.
Yeah, his horns here. He's looking a little bit like a rhinoceros, isn't
He
he?
is a little bit, kind of a cross between rhinoceros and black patent leather shoes.
Ooh.
Now, let's see,
Well-
is he pickly?
A little prickly, Tim.
And he's not going to hurt me.
He's not going to hurt you. He doesn't have mandibles. He's not going to bite you or anything
Mandibles
like
are
that.
what?
Well, you could think of them as teeth, like
He is
jaws.
clutching right now. Now, when you were, Corinne, during the commercial break, Corinne was taking the whatever that thing is out of its thing and said, "Oh, don't draw blood." So I'm going to let you continue to handle
Oh,
that.
she's just trying to freak you out, Tim.
Was she? Okay, so how this kind of a creature? Where do we find this? What's its natural habitat?
Well, you can find this at Entomica down at the Mill Market. Also in Indonesia.
It's an Indonesian rhinoceros bug. And how long have you had this particular bug?
We've had this guy, Homer, about 6 months
Call him
now.
Homer?
We do, yeah.
Why do you call him Homer?
I just felt right.
Do you name most of your bugs?
We try to, yeah.
So Homer, you had how long?
About 6 months now.
Oh, he's just a baby. What's that?
Oh, he's just a little dirty.
Tusks?
A little dust.
Homer, you're going to be on television. You could have at least had a bath before you came on TV. I did.
It's tough to keep him clean. He bathes in Jell-O regularly.
He what?
Well, it's one of his favorite foods, Jell-O, so kind of showers in
You feed a
it.
rhinoceros bug Jell-O?
Yeah. You gotta give him what he likes.
How did you discover that he liked Jell-O? Just one day he ended up in somebody's pudding cup?
That's about it.
Okay, let's go over to what Corinne's holding. What is that?
Okay.
Okay, yes.
So this is a Malayan jungle nymph.
You know what? I remember the nymph.
Yeah.
Because I remember making a joke about nymphs and fairies, Michael.
I remember as well.
Oh, now, why did you say draw blood? Where would it draw blood from?
Well, you can see that she is covered in a lot of these
Spikes.
large spikes.
Why is she
and
so spiky? That's her defense? So,
That is her defense, to
Animals
keep
won't eat
predators
her?
from eating her. Yep.
so that she can lay her eggs and have baby. Look at how its legs go. It's the coolest thing. How she walks.
So
Walk like a bug.
It's pretty
talk
comfortable,
like
isn't
a
it, Tim?
bug. Tickle my arm, you Malayan jungle nymph. Singing to the nymph.
So we thought maybe we would do a buggy musical at some point. We're gonna have to.
Well, we were talking about
start working on this.
fundraising. So Bugs the musical. Is there anything like that? We'll have to create one. You guys, it's by donation. Are you still at Mill Market for the winter months? Well,
Yes.
Yeah,
are.
we'll be there every Saturday,
Are you
10 till
kidding?
2, open by
All winter
donation.
long?
Yep. Well, I think there's a few weeks in December where the market shuts down.
Right. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Thank goodness you're getting your new roof because that's going to keep you warm for the winter down there.
Yes, thank you to Christian Provenzano and everyone down at the city for helping us out with that. That's amazing.
That's nice to
Thank you.
hear. He's our new mayor.
He's our new mayor.
Our new old
Heard
mayor.
that.
Okay. All this looks like to me is a pile of leaves.
Well,
and that's the whole point, isn't it?
what do you think? Are any of those
Because
leaves moving there?
I see. Can you look at there's one moving, and I think this is a fake one too. Can I touch it? Oh, look at it go. Hello. Do you pick these things up?
Yeah.
Look, it looks like part of a rotten leaf, like a rotting leaf, and that's once again so that nothing will eat it.
Yeah, it's camouflage,
It's
and at the same
camouflage.
time, if you were a leaf eater, you might stay away from this rotting leaf, as you say, and
Doesn't
go
look-
for a fresher
Look
looking
at you
leaf.
with your thing on you.
How'd that get there?
I don't know, but look at us. Okay, so yes, that makes sense. If you're going to eat leaves, you wouldn't want to eat one that looks like it's going bad already.
No, looking a little too crispy.
This is so cool.
So we actually call this guy Crispy.
Do we?
Yeah.
Where did Crispy come from?
Crispy, a lot of them are from the same area of the world.
Which
These
is?
guys come from the Philippines, but Southeast Asia.
Again, Malaysia. Where do you get your bugs? I've asked you this before. Tell me again.
We get them from amateur and professional breeders and even other science centers. When they have surplus, they'll send us some stuff.
Corinne, my friend, and our mutual friend, John Dides, who's
Yes.
his Entomica's like his baby, right?
Yes, it is.
Is he like
yes.
is he the head honcho there, or what is
He is the director of the board.
Director of the board. He has a personal collection of bugs, doesn't he? Have you ever seen the bugs in the drawers? He used to have them there. Have you ever seen them?
I've never seen them. So.
If you go down to Great Lakes Forestry Center, I think
has
you can
them
take a look at all of the different bugs he has.
Some of the bugs
quite
are worth
extensive.
like $20,000
Oh,
for
wow.
a bug, Corinne. Wow. Okay, and then of course our final guest this morning rather, is my old friend Rosie. She's got to be the hit of the life of the party down there.
Oh,
in
she's the life of the
Entomica.
party. She's been held
Everybody
by
loves Rosie.
over 10,000 people have held Rosie now
Really?
without
And she is
any
a
issue at all.
beautiful is she a tarantula?
She's a tarantula, Tim, yeah.
Chilean. What's it? Rose?
Rose hair.
Rose
They call her
tarantula.
Rosie. She's just beautiful. And what are tarantulas? How do they kill people?
Well, they don't kill people, no.
What are they? I thought tarantulas were supposed to be deadly.
No, she
Is
won't
that
hurt
her
you.
bum or her face?
That's her bum, yeah.
I didn't want you to hurt your feelings.
Yeah,
But
no.
I can't tell your head from your arse. Can I say that on TV?
I'm sure you can.
No, she's beautiful. How long have you had Rosie?
We've had Rosie now at least 3 years, I think.
Wow. So anybody who wants to support Entomica should head down to Mill Market over the winter. You're there on the Saturdays, but also for this campaign, it's donations. So you're looking for them to go to the website that we'll put up on the
Yeah.
camera. Which
Go to
is,
the fundraiser website,
just say it again, www. And that's spelled
fundraiser.com.
FUNDRAZR.com.
Yes.
And then / Entomica.
Entomica.
And we need your
For
support
seniors.
because they want to bring all this stuff to the seniors and continue to do great work in the schools that you do. And of course, just fun for the community down at the Mill Market. Guys, happy Halloween.
Thank you for having us,
Halloween.
Tim. Happy
Thanks for
Halloween
having
season.
us.
These crawlies weren't as scary as I thought they would be.
No, so friendly.
Okay, and we'll be back with more Mornings with Luann and Tim. After this, don't bug off.
And welcome back to Mornings with Luann and Tim.
Oh, sorry, something's
What's
wrong.
wrong?
Oh,
What's the matter?
Oh.
Oh,
I hate when that happens.
I'm glad to see it's still straight.
Well, at least something is.
There's that. I was looking at Twitter. Megyn Kelly, TMZ is reporting.
Okay, so she's done, right?
Yeah, she's done. But she says that she'll zip her lips for $1 million. If they give her $1 million, she will not talk about the network that is firing her. She has a year left to her contract, apparently.
Wait, they owe her. What was the contract? It was
Outrageous, like
7
millions.
No, how much was it over 3 years? It was ridiculous. It was like, okay, so she wants to settle. She wants $1 million.
And so she won't say anything bad about the company.
She can say whatever she wants bad about the company
Yeah.
because nobody listens to her anymore anyway.
Exactly, they didn't at first. Apparently the ratings went way, way down the second she started her show. So, Megan, sayonara, baby.
No, you know what? You got it coming. Karma.
Yeah. Hey, you know what else?
No, tell me.
Halloween, Justin Bieber. You know how we were talking in the newsroom about his hair looking all fiasco-like? He shaved his head.
Oh, come on.
He shaved his head.
Well, I mean, he's handsome, but what's wrong? Why can't he just look nice again?
I don't know.
Does he look good with a shaved head? Did you put a picture up?
Yeah, he does.
He actually does look good? Okay.
Yeah, well,
because
it's hard for him to look bad, I feel. That's
I don't know, when he doesn't shave and is all patchy because he didn't really hit puberty properly. And
Yeah, he never did the puberty thing properly, and his hair's all.
Is that our banter's done already?
Yeah, it's all done.
Gosh, the show is packed, jam-packed.
Jam.
What's coming up, did I say? Oh, we're talking about dental stuff. Oh, the candy's gone. But you were good. You were eating grapes.
I was eating grapes.
Good for you. She put away the candy corn. She's eating grapes. Let's take a look after this at our interview with our dental hygienist from Cambrian Dental to talk about Halloween teeth. Right after this.
Boys and girls of every age, wouldn't you like to see something strange? Come with.
Shake, Sinora, shake your body line. Whoop. Shake, Sinora, shake it all the time. Work, Sinora, work your body line. Work.
Happy Halloween, Diane Cristello. Welcome to ONNtv Mornings with Luann and Tim.
Thank you very much, Tim.
We're in the studio a little bit in advance for taping this interview to air on Halloween Wednesday. We call it Wellness Wednesday, so I thought it would be interesting to take the angle of dental health, considering that a lot of us consume more treats than usual on Halloween and after Halloween. So let's first start with Diane. Let's look at some basics, all right? Let's look at just general teeth care.
Okay.
Let's talk about bacteria, because you gave me some statistics that blew me away. You did some research, and tell me how average bacteria on one tooth in our mouths.
Wasn't it something like 1 million?
Yes, on
a healthy, clean tooth.
A healthy, clean tooth, and then on an unhealthy tooth, it's 100 million different kinds of bacteria in our mouths.
Yuck. Just think of all that multiplying in your mouth.
No, and the kind of bacteria, that's even creepier. Talk about Halloween creepy. The kind that it doesn't even need oxygen to breathe.
No, it develops all on its own, and it multiplies, it eats each other, and you get all this white fuzzy stuff on your teeth.
oh, Diane, I don't want that there.
Smile, it's Halloween.
Right? And other things that how connected the rest of our health is to our teeth.
Yes.
Let's cover some of the things that can happen. If you don't take care of your teeth, what can go wrong in your body that goes along with that?
It can affect your heart. It can affect your lungs. A woman who is pregnant can deliver a preterm low birth weight baby. So there are lots of internal, overall oral health effects of not taking care of your mouth.
Because if you think about it, your mouth, what's in your mouth? Well, there's blood, there's saliva, there's all of those things. There's blood in your gums. This is all part of our makeup, right? So infections in the mouth can lead to some really serious health issues.
Yes.
Diabetics, you were talking about, it's harder to maintain sugar levels?
Sugar levels, it's much easier for a diabetic if their mouth is clean. It's hard enough to heal a wound with a diabetic. So keep their mouth very healthy. It's very important.
And here's the question. Is your mouth cleaner than a toilet seat?
No, they've done tests where they find that the toilet seats are cleaner.
I can't even imagine that.
Even cleaner than underneath your fingernails.
It's cleaner underneath our fingernails than it is in our mouths? Oy, how do we combat this? Help me, I want to be clean.
Brush well, brush often, and floss.
Okay, so I've always, when I grew up, was brush your teeth after every meal, so I was brushing 3 times a day. I got into that habit. But generally, to really maintain oral health, at least 2 times a day.
Minimum twice a day.
Minimum twice a day, and for 2 minutes each time.
Yes, and if you brush your teeth, you get 60% clean. If you floss, you get the other 40% clean. So just think, if you didn't get your whole paycheck, or you didn't get the 100% on your test, just give you 60%.
No, I want 100.
No, then you've got to floss.
I've got to floss.
Or something in between.
We were talking about water picks. Oh, well, I just shouldn't use the brand name. I should use, that's a brand name. I mean, but those water flossers, not always as effective.
They blow off a lot, but they don't get right down to the bare tooth.
The way you explained it to me was that this is your tooth and this is the root of your tooth and the gum is around it. You need to get and scrape off. It's not just, go.
You need to floss. You need to floss.
Because the stuff that's stuck to your tooth, it's what is it, tartar?
No. Oh, that's the hard stuff on your teeth.
Stuff.
The soft stuff that comes off with a toothbrush and floss is plaque. That's
the plaque,
bacteria.
sorry. So my tooth is coated in tartar, and plaque gets on my tartar, and I have to remove
the plaque hardens on.
The plaque hardens on my tartar.
The tartar.
Tartar sauce on my fish. What's tartar?
Tartar is the plaque that's mixed with the saliva minerals and hardened on.
Oh.
And then it just keeps getting harder and building and building. That's what the hygienist takes off.
I find that when I speak to you, I start making ugly faces. Does that happen? Because the things you talk about are pretty scary in my mouth.
Oh, it doesn't need to be.
Does it need to be?
No.
Because there's things we can do, obviously. So we're talking about brushing and flossing.
Seeing a hygienist, seeing your dentist on a regular basis.
How many times a year should I see my dentist?
It all depends on how...
Minimum twice a year? Once every 6 months at least?
At least, yes.
That's if you do really good self-maintenance, probably, right? When I had a brief career with Algoma Public Health, and I remember the first time I heard the word caries, I thought, what are caries? It's another word for cavity, right?
Yes.
Do children get different cavities than adults?
A cavity is a cavity.
A cavity is a cavity. Baby teeth get cavities too?
Oh gosh, yes.
Yes?
Oh yes. I tell parents, when a woman comes in and she's expecting, I start right away telling them about when their baby is born, how to clean the baby's mouth before the baby even has teeth.
Really?
And once there are 2 teeth that come in, start right away with flossing. Because if the 2 teeth are touching, they can get a cavity.
Right. I knew somebody who once used something sweet in their baby's milk to get the baby to like their bottle, and the baby was born with when the teeth came out, they were rotten.
Oh dear.
Because your teeth can get rotten under your gums before they even come out.
Well, as soon as they start to peek through, the bacteria can get in there, and then the decay can be there.
Now, look at all the options we have of products here. First of all, thank you for bringing the prototype of my mouth. That's how big my mouth is. 2 two different ways to brush between adults and children.
Okay, with children, we recommend
Get a
that
close
they
up on this big mouth here, Erin. Can you get that?
brush in circles.
This is your kid.
Yes, because their manual dexterity isn't as good as adults, so up to the top and down to the bottom. Play bumper cars.
Play bumper cars with your gums.
Their gums, up and down,
Would you
gently.
circle about 10 times in a spot?
At least. It should take 2 minutes to go all the way around.
If you have a child, there are some fun things out there. There are some timers or some musical things you could do. Like find a 2-minute song or something. But there are products out there that will help you time the 2 minutes.
There are electric toothbrushes that flash for 2 minutes. Even.
Wow.
Yes.
Okay, so children go round in bumper cars.
Yes.
And here's an electric version of a children's toothbrush. It goes
And
round
again,
for you.
they would just
tooth by tooth.
Tooth by tooth, bumping into the top and covering all the surfaces.
Right.
Okay. And don't forget to do
inside the
chewing part and next to the gum line.
Down inside.
Yes.
And get that gum line because that's where the bacteria gets to, right? It gets trapped in there.
Yeah.
If you're an adult, you actually have the dexterity to brush away. So you would, may I?
Yes.
You go this way. You said 45-degree angle?
Yes.
Like this?
Yes. You sweep away
Sweep
from the
away.
gums. Yes.
And the other thing that I learned about brushing like that is I was a gripper. I used to, let's go front camera. Michael, front camera. Front camera, there we go. I would grip my toothbrush like a baseball bat, and that's bad for your gums.
Yeah.
So the trick is, I've learned, thumb forefinger, and you gently do it this way, and you don't put too much pressure on.
That's right.
You said some of these electric ones. Tell me about the Wi-Fi. I just got to keep going because this is too cool.
There is a Wi-Fi for some electric toothbrushes, and it will tell you what areas you're missing, how often you're brushing, how long you're brushing.
On your phone, it'll tell you while you're brushing, this thing will transmit to your phone and tell you what area you're covering, what you've missed.
Yes.
And it gives you a summary at the end of a month kind of thing?
Yes.
It's brilliant.
Yep. Yep.
And we also, of course, the flossing. If flossing is an issue, there's all kinds of options. This is for the long reach.
Yes, for the people who don't like to get their hands in their mouth, the floss sticks are nice.
But they don't always get to the back with a big hand.
Correct. So something like this will get to the back.
Right. This is great. These little things that you take to restaurants with you. What are they called?
Soft picks.
Soft picks.
Yes.
So you carry these with you and you can get to the restaurant and take the little things out of your mouth from the restaurant. And this is to get blood flow to your gums.
Yes, you massage your gums with this. You would go along the gum line, back and forth along the gum line. To
shake, Sinora, shake your body line. Whoop, shake, 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 Sinora, shake it all the time. Work, 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 Sinora, work your body line. Work, work.
Happy Halloween, Diane Cristello. Welcome to ONNtv Mornings with Luann and Tim.
Thank you very much, Tim.
We're in the studio a little bit in advance. We're taping this interview to air on Halloween Wednesday. We call it Wellness Wednesday, so I thought it would be interesting to take the angle of dental health, considering that a lot of us consume more treats than usual on Halloween and after Halloween. So let's first start with Diane. Let's look at some basics. All right, let's look at just general teeth care.
Okay.
Let's talk about bacteria, because you gave me some statistics that blew me away. You did some research, and tell me how average bacteria on one tooth in our mouths.
Wasn't it something like 1 million?
Yes. On a
healthy, clean tooth.
A healthy, clean tooth, and then on an unhealthy tooth, it's 100 million different kinds of bacteria in our mouths.
Yuck! Just think of all that multiplying in your mouth.
No, and the kind of bacteria, that's even creepier. Talk about Halloween creepy. The kind. And then what do the parents do? What does the Halloween fairy do with the candy? Gives it away, whatever. Just maybe distribute it once in a while as a little treat. But so there you go. There's another way.
Yes.
And so you're at Cambrian.
I'm at Cambrian Dental.
Cambrian Dental Care. You've been a hygienist now for almost 25 years.
Yeah, it's just about. Yes.
You don't want to quit, do you? You love
no,
your
I'm
job.
not. I'm not ready to yet.
All right. Well, listen, everybody out there, if you want your teeth to last a lifetime, and we do.
Yes.
Because we only get these. This is it. This is all we get. You don't get a second chance at your teeth.
That's right.
So,
and it's much better to be able to talk and eat with your own teeth.
and to smile on camera, like Diane and I. Happy Halloween from Cambrian Dental and Diane Cristillo. Thanks for the tips. I'm taking my mouth back. Can I have this, please? I'd like this Wi-Fi thing, and I would also like some. This will fit Luann's mouth perfectly. We'll be right back with more Mornings with Luann and Tim. Happy Halloween. Thanks, Diane.
Thank you.
If you're seeing things running through your head, who can you call? An invisible man sleeping in your bed.
I like how you bring your atmosphere with you.
You.
This is lovely.
Thank you. I've had to put my cape on because it's time to ghost.
It's time to ghost.
Have a happy Halloween, everybody.
Be safe out there and watch out for the ghosts and goblins.
And we'll see you tomorrow. Hey, this was Hump Day.
Today was Hump Day.
We'll see you tomorrow for Bum Slide Thursday. Thanks for tuning in today. And let's go eat. What's it called?
Candy corn.
Let's go eat candy corn, Luann.
Yeah, let's do it.
We got a whole jar of it. And I'm not. We gotta quit smoking, honestly.
Yeah.
This cannabis.
You're on fire.
This cannabis is just really too much. Welcome to Canada. See you tomorrow on Monday.